Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on, man? How's everybody doing? What's going on? Hey, we got a new setup. Everybody, I'm back, guys. Welcome to the first episode of the year. It's all late, but every month, real quick, dude. So I want to introduce, I had him here last year. He was one of my first guests on my channel. This man, he is a soccer player for the Bomb City Bombers. Everybody, please welcome Miguel. Reyes.
What's up, guys?
Welcome back, Miguel.
Glad to be back, man.
How you doing, buddy? Yeah, this is
right.
This is a different setup, man.
I like it.
Yeah,
A
appreciate
little
it.
bit more professional, you know, a little bit.
So all the podcasts here, they do tend to do the same. I try to stick out, you know what I'm saying? So this is more of a different theme. Obviously, later on over time, we'll probably look into a different theme. But right now, man, this is a talk show host, man.
All right. I mean, I feel a little nervous right now.
Are you?
Why do
Yeah.
I feel nervous right now?
Yeah, because there's an audience right here.
Man.
There's a lot of people here. It's sold
I
out.
thought we were about to go viral real quick.
Hey, dude. So now, look, man. So, all right, let's just start from the way beginning, dude. So, Miguel, real quick, man. So let's talk about your early life, man. So you are you're a soccer player, correct? You know, you've been playing soccer for like your whole life, right? So like, let's start from the beginning. How did that start? How did that start from all that? You know?
I mean, started playing when I was like 4. My dad got me into the game when I was younger, obviously. Started in a little rec league in Canyon.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, it just never stopped playing. Every single day, every single week, every single month, every year. I never took a break. I mean, I played other sports, don't get me wrong, but it was nothing like, nothing compared to soccer.
Okay.
You know, nothing really caught my attention, except for basketball. I love basketball,
Really?
but I didn't get the hype.
Really?
You know, I didn't get the hype or anything like that, but I enjoyed playing basketball, but it was nothing like soccer. I tried football, I tried baseball, but I tried golf, but that's nothing for me. But I mean, growing up,
Golf.
yeah, not golf. So yeah, I just stuck with it, and I think I got pretty good at it, and I just keep playing till this day. So I try to play till this day.
Golf. What do you play now? Just soccer or?
Oh yeah, just soccer. I can't do nothing else.
So you do nothing.
Nothing.
So growing up, did you even try football?
I did it 1 year.
1 year.
Okay, and I hated contact. All right.
Really?
Like, I wanted to be the safety. I wanted to be the cornerback. And guess where they put me?
Oh.
They put me as linebacker.
Yeah,
exactly. The one who doesn't want contact, they put me as linebacker.
Oh, yeah, linebacker.
That was my 1 year, one and done. That ruined it for me. I mean, I didn't really get it either. Like,
yeah.
It was so confusing. Like, I didn't know what nickels were. I didn't know what dime, like, defensive stuff and hitting the gaps. At first, now I do now. Now I understand it. I think I would be pretty good at it now, but back in the day, man, I just wanted to catch the football and run. That's all I wanted to do. But nope, I had to go tackle the guy to get the football. So that didn't last long. That didn't last long.
What year? Junior high? Middle school?
Junior high, 7th grade.
7th grade.
Yeah, it was, not for me. It hurt.
Oh, man. This is junior high. So, and then after that, you just, throughout high school, though? So how did that work? So now, when did you start soccer? You just
when I was 4.
For 4.
Like, yeah. Right, like around whenever you start kids, like, in a sport, and the first thing that a parent does is just put them in soccer so they can run the energy out. But it was a little bit different because my dad actually, like, grew up watching soccer and he played a little bit too, so that dynamic was a little bit different. But all the way till junior high, that's whenever I actually started. No, I mean, I played baseball and basketball growing up, but it wasn't really serious.
Yeah.
And then 7th grade, I tried football and I tried basketball. And I really enjoyed basketball, so I stuck with basketball for 7th and 8th grade.
Okay.
But I couldn't do it in high school because basketball and soccer overlap with their schedules. So they made me choose one or the other. And, of course, I'm not going to choose basketball because I didn't really have a career in basketball. I'm barely 6 foot. So I just stuck with soccer, and I played soccer all 4 years in high school and played club, and that was it. I was traveling to Dallas every other weekend for club, and then high school season was starting like Thanksgiving, and I would play high school from Thanksgiving to March, I think.
Really?
To like spring break-ish, like around that time, and then I would start club back again. Wow. So I would be playing soccer all year round.
Really?
All year round.
Wow. But how do the workouts work on soccer though? Is it like everyday squats or how does that? What's the?
No, it's more like dynamic movement. It's not really like weights either. It's more just body movements and mobility and agility. So just like ladder work, cone work. I didn't really start hitting the gym until about like religiously until like 2 years ago, where I actually started lifting like weights.
Wow. Even
Even in high school, I mean, they tried. I mean, in Canyon, they don't really have like a true soccer coach. They do now, but like back in the day, like it was just a football coach getting the coaching job, and then he just running the team. So like we would try to do some football like weightlifting programs, but it doesn't really translate because they expect you to lift heavy and lift strong. But if you lift heavy and strong, you just get slower.
Yeah.
And you can't get slower on the field. So it was a little bit different. Until I went to college, that's when I really figured out what the weight training looked like for like an actual soccer player.
Yeah. Okay, now we're just gonna skip forward to like the college part or training. Did you when I was in college, we were all like the guys were all cool with each other, and I came across some of these dudes from the United Kingdom. So while you were playing soccer, did you come from anybody from other countries?
Oh yeah. I played with tons of people.
Yeah.
I played with people with Germany, I played with people from Spain, England, Ghana, like Africa area.
Yeah.
I play with Brazilians now.
They're all good, huh? They're all good.
Yeah.
Brazilians.
Yeah. It's unreal. So Canadians, I mean, I played with players that played on the national team level,
Wow.
national pool level. Yeah, I played with all of the above.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, dude. How far have you gotten when it comes to your soccer?
What do you mean?
Like, so have you gone to like, what I mean is like camps and stuff. Like, have you gotten like below the FIFA tryouts and stuff like that? Like,
No, I played Division I soccer.
Whoa. Where?
Grand Canyon University.
Oh, that's
in
Division.
Phoenix.
Oh, that's right. At the time, it was a new. Yeah.
It was. They were just.
I
transitioning to
remember
Division
that.
I.
I remember that.
So I did that for a year. Then I left, and I went to a school in Arkansas to finish out my college career. And then I don't know. I really didn't pursue the professional life. It's not as. You hear that?
No, what are you? I don't know. Anyways, go on.
No, they. I didn't really pursue. I could have had an opportunity to.
Oh, the other person's over there. He's getting off. Oh, he's scraping
his windshield. I had an opportunity. I had an agent reach out to me after I graduated college. He wanted me to go to Spain.
Okay.
To go for a trial for a month.
Okay.
But at the time, it just didn't feel right, and I think that wasn't my calling anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, I started with all this like Palmer stuff. Now was like a pro indoor style way to play soccer, but
yeah,
I don't know. It just didn't align with my plans, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So I almost went. I just had to get myself to Spain, and they would cover everything.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I already had my life already set up.
Okay.
Before I left, so I was like, no, it already passed me. So I was like, yeah, I'm just not going to pursue it anymore and just do something else.
Okay. Is there other stuff? Is there other opportunities in the soccer field that you can do?
Like playing wise, or
just
yeah. I mean, there's all sorts of leagues now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there are all sorts of like semi-professional leagues that are just coming out and making your own league and call yourself a semi-pro if you really wanted to. But there's so many leagues now. Now that I'm 27, my body doesn't recover like it used to.
You got 3, 4, 5 more years.
Yeah, that's what
you got it. You're good.
I'm struggling after these indoor games that I've been playing. Yeah. Oh my gosh, no. I do not feel like I'm like 21 anymore.
Oh yeah,
I feel so bad. I can barely walk. It's probably because I probably don't recover properly like I should, but I don't like to stretch, dude. I hate stretching. I just go play a game and that's it. I'm going to bed.
You hear cracks, crack, and then you're doing this right here. You're over here, crack.
Dude, I woke up one day and I like a big stretch, like one of those knife strikes, legs were out, toes were throwing gang signs, one of those type of thing, and then my hammy caught a cramp.
Oh,
dude, I thought I had no help. Yeah. I have no one to help me. Mm-hmm. I shot up straight up, trying to stretch it. I thought I was gonna lose a leg, dude. I just laid in bed with the cramp. Like I couldn't help myself, but eventually went away. But
have you ever had those in the middle of the night, just like 2 a.m?
No, I don't think so.
You don't get those,
no.
man. I've had sometimes. No, not like depending on what I did. Like if I had like exercise quite a bit, and then just I don't know. Stand up real quick. I was like, whoa, that hurts. Yeah, I know how the cramps are. Oh, you get them on the field too?
No, not on the field. Thankfully, no, I don't. I think I would say I hydrate properly throughout the week, but after the games, it just like feels like I'm just depleted.
Yeah.
So I just got to get it back up. But I haven't cramped in the game at all in a while. I can't remember the last time I cramped in the game, but probably because I'm not working hard enough.
My nephew was telling me that he was in football. And he told me one of the guys cramped while like on the play, so he fell on the floor, or like I guess it was in a pile. And then they looked at the buddy and it was like, oh, there was like a big old hole on the you know how like a big old hole on the calf.
Yeah,
but it wasn't broken. It was just a cramp.
It was just a cramp.
Yeah, like, oh, and you've seen those videos.
Oh,
it's
it's like just a knot. It just knots up.
It's like, oh, and I've seen.
Well, my hammy was. I thought my hammy was gonna rip that day or that morning. I swear, dude, I thought it was gonna rip. I was just gonna let it. I couldn't do anything. I tried to stretch it. It wasn't working. I tried to rub it out, but I just laid there until
you tried rubbing one out.
Right in the morning, dude. Right in the morning.
Oh, dude. Hey, so now that you're here, you can actually explain this one to me. I don't know. I do watch soccer, but I watch soccer like just the FIFA World Cup. That's all I watch. So now let's say scenario. Okay, how do you get to that point? Let's say a man wants to. Oh, I've always wanted to dream of playing the FIFA. What does that person have to do? How does that work specifically? You know. I'm starting from high school.
That's such a no. Like high school doesn't mean anything when it comes to soccer.
Okay.
If you're a really good soccer player in high school, that don't mean anything.
Yeah.
That's not the highest level.
Really?
Yeah. It honestly depends where you play club wise. If you really want to think about it, and that's what's really one of the arguments and the downfalls of what U.S. soccer really is, especially in this country, because like you have to pay to play.
Really?
Yeah, like you gotta pay like an X amount of money for like a certain club to get it. You know, everywhere else is like you don't pay.
Yeah. You
just join a club and you just go every weekend. You probably have to pay travel, but that's about it.
Yeah.
You don't pay monthly fees. But like here in town, like we're one of the least expensive because there's about 3 or 4 soccer clubs here in Amarillo, but like we're nowhere near like Dallas where they're paying like $600 a month, $700 a month. You know what I mean? So to get to that FIFA level, it's all politics, man. If you really want to think about it, because we have so many good. And I can see I'm about to go into like a deeper level, but like soccer is not the number one sport in the States.
Yeah, that's true.
So all of our best athletes are going to play football and basketball and all that stuff. So I'm not saying that our professional team isn't full of athletes, but to get to the FIFA level, you just got to go through the ranks. You got to. Some have wonder stories, or some just go through. Now is where European teams are buying kids at 13, 14 years old and taking them to their academies over there in Europe, and then they grow up in the academies, and then they're American, so they get to come play back for the U.S. So it's a very complicated pathway. So it's really hard to really say this is the road to being a FIFA player. There's so many roads but if you just go through the ranks and you just try hard and believe, man, one day you'll get lucky and you can do it. But yeah, but it's super hard. It's super hard to be part of that.
Okay, I always thought like, okay, after high school, college, the professional, and after professional, you may get picked.
Yeah, it's not even college either. Like it's not. The college kids are getting drowned out by all the academy players, because some people will graduate high school and then they'll just leave to Europe. They just got bought by the academy over there, or they'll go through like it's called like MLS Next, which is like this right below like the MLS, like the pro soccer league here in the States. But if you don't play in any of those leagues, you probably won't get looked at for the national pool. So yeah, it's super hard. It's super complicated, and like I said, the downfall is that you have to pay X amount of money to get those opportunities.
Wow.
And some people just can't afford it. We probably have some of the best soccer players here in the States, but they can't afford $1,000 a month to just play for a soccer club.
That is crazy.
Yeah, so it's a really dumb. Not like football, where you do well in high school, you get recruited and you get a 4-star or 5-star recruit or 3-star, and you go to like a major D1 school, and that's the path. It's like high school, college, and then you're in the pros. That doesn't work that way in soccer. it don't matter about high school, and now it's not really mattering about college either.
Wow.
Yeah, the college kids are starting to drown out from the national pools and stuff like that.
And this is just the FIFA side, right?
Yeah.
Can you still go on the professional side?
Yeah, you can still go to the professional side. So
that's still a thing, right? It's like the college and then
yeah, if you want to play for the national level, that's very that's very complicated. But if you want to play pro, there's a lot of different ways to play pro. Like that, and then high school will never be a part of your pathway.
Yeah.
But if you go to a good college and you do well, then you could create a highlight film and send it to a professional team, and they can see and they can pick you up on a trial, or they'll sign you, or you pick up an agent and your agent sends out your videos, and hopefully a team takes a chance on you and you can go to Australia or New Zealand, or you go to Europe, but you're not playing in the top leagues. You're playing like second and third division. So that's going back to what you asked me about, like my opportunities. I thought about it, but if I do go play in Spain in the third division, I'm probably making $1,000 a month. It's nothing. Oh, I'm a professional soccer player, but I'm not making that professional soccer money. Yeah. So, yeah, it's hard to make it in any sport, but especially in soccer, because there's so many tiers and levels and different pathways. So, but if you don't perform well, or you're not put in the right situation, then yeah, it can be detrimental to your progress.
Okay. So now going back to like the FIFA side of things, like is it true that like someone born and raised in Mexico can come play for the U.S.? Is that how that works?
Not really. I mean, yeah, you can, but like, let's say for me, for example, like my dad's Mexican and my mom's American. My dad was born in Mexico. My mom was born here in the States. Yes. So if I had the opportunity to choose, I would be able to choose. It's like I have the right to go play to Mexico because my dad's Mexican, or I have the right to play here in the States. But let's say they were both born in Mexico. Yeah. But I was born in the States. I'm a U.S. citizen. Yeah. But they're Mexican, so I can do that. But if we're all born in Mexico, I can't. And I live over here in the States, I can't play for the States. Oh wow! Okay. Because I don't have any citizenship over here.
Oh, that's how it works. See, I could have swore someone was telling me that, like for example, someone in Brazil can go to Mexico and play for Mexico, or vice versa.
If they get their citizenship, yeah.
Citizenship.
Yeah, you have to have some sort of like citizenship to play for a country.
Okay, so do you remember the FIFA, the one Messi?
Oh yeah.
Did they try to get him to go somewhere else? Is that what happened? To a different country? Play for them? Was that the deal or something?
So, like, talking about like how people buy kids like at 10 or 11, 12 to go to another country, that was Messi's story. He was born in Argentina, obviously. Okay. Yep. And I mean, he was doing really well. Like, he was doing really well. I mean, obviously he's the best player in the world and ever. But he was doing well, and then there's a team called FC Barcelona, which is in Barcelona, Spain. Their agents came down to Argentina and like, hey, we want to take you. But if you haven't really noticed, Messi's not the biggest dude. And he needed like a special treatment. Yeah. So Barcelona's like, we will pay for that treatment. Come to our academy. So going back to your question, they signed him on a napkin. They went to like a restaurant. They signed his contract on a napkin, and they took him to Spain. So he was able to choose to play for Argentina or Spain because he lived in Spain pretty much his whole life. Wow. So he had a choice, but obviously he's going to turn his back on Argentina. So
okay. See, that's why I'm just like, I didn't know you could do that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
so I'm sure he has like his kids were born in Spain.
Okay, so he can.
So both of those his kids can choose Spain or Argentina. Okay. Because they have Spanish citizenship. Okay. Because I don't know why. Because
when I heard that, I was thinking, because you know how the NFL, they draft different teams. NBA, they can draft different teams. For some reason, I'm thinking, okay, the FIFA can do it. Someone from Africa can play for Mexico. Somebody from Spain can play for Argentina or Brazil. That's just kind of how I work. That's why I was curious if that was a team or not. No. Okay. Imagine.
Trying to pull and trade people and you're not playing with this country, you're going over there. That would be insane.
Hey, dude, I said, okay, I hope you know more about this one. So, Mexico, I don't know, okay, how do the leagues work? Because I always see, like, the Chivas, what is that? What
the Chivas,
I don't understand that.
That's the Liga MX.
Liga MX.
So, that's just the Mexican league. That's just like, we have the MLS, like the Major League Soccer. Yeah. They have the Liga MX. So, it's just, each country has their own league. Yes. Each country. So, that's pretty much what it is. Okay, like, the Chivas play for play in that league. The America plays in that league. Like all the Mexican teams play in the Liga MX.
Okay.
Over here, like the Seattle Sounders, the Houston Dynamo, FC Dallas, like that's just like the MLS. So it's just different leagues and stuff like that.
Because I was always confused. I was like, what is this? Because I know we have. Cause that makes sense now because I know we have like I don't really keep up with like the professional soccer,
right?
But I just wasn't aware that Mexico had their own professional soccer, and that was
every country has it.
So now, but like I know there's a cup, and my brother was explaining to me. There's a cup from Canada all the way down to like Argentina or something like that. You know what I'm talking about? And that one is every year or every 2 years or something like that. I don't know what that cup was called. And then every 4 years is the FIFA. But then after the 4 years is over, then you go back to America playing Mexico, Mexico playing Canada.
So each continent has its own tournament.
Okay.
So Canada, so like the Americas, like I guess you can't say the Americas because so like South America, they have their own tournament.
Okay.
So like from all of South America, they will all go play in a soccer tournament. And man, what is that one called? They just played it. La Copa America.
Okay.
That's what they play. So Canada, US, Mexico, all the Caribbeans, like that geographical like location.
Yeah.
They play the Gold Cup.
The Gold Cup. Okay.
So and then like all the Europeans team play the Euros, which is the European Cup.
Okay.
There's the Asian Cup. There's one from Africa too. I forgot what that one like the.
Oh, they have their own.
Oh my gosh! Of course, I can't remember that one. But every continent has their own cup that they play. It's every 4 years.
Every 4 years.
Yeah, so it's like the World Cup. It's 2 years before the World Cup.
Okay.
So that's how it pretty much works.
Okay, so it's like this continent from Canada all the way to South America, right?
No, so Canada will go all the way to the Caribbean. So like Trinidad, Tobago, Costa Rica.
And what cup is that called?
That's called the Gold Cup.
The Gold Cup. Okay, and then from
just the South American continent.
Okay, just alone.
Yeah, just by itself, they play the Copa America.
So no Cuba, no.
Cuba plays
Puerto
Gold
Rico,
Cup.
and Puerto Rico.
They play Gold Cup.
Okay.
Well, I don't know if Puerto Rico has a team because they're part of the U.S.
Okay, I thought that was Caribbean too.
Yeah, so
that's cool. I was not aware of that. You know what I'm saying? So like, but do the professionals go into that too?
Oh yeah,
They stay. I mean, America, like the United States. Those guys, do they compete in that cup too, or do they just stick to their own?
So recently, like Copa America has been allowing like Canada and U.S. and Mexico to play in their tournament, but that's about it. So like the winners of each tournament, they will play in another tournament called the Confederations Cup.
Oh wow! Okay.
So I think that's going to happen this year.
Okay.
They do it 1 year before the World Cup. So what that tournament consists of is the World Cup hosts, the winner of the Gold Cup, the winner of Copa America, the winner of the Euros, the winner of the Asian Cup, the winner of the African Cup, and they all play in a tournament. And then before they go to the World Cup. Wow. But this year, since 3 countries are going to be hosting the World Cup, U.S., Canada, Mexico, they're all going to play in that tournament. So
wow. See, I did not know that. I had no idea. I didn't know how that worked. You know how that worked. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's really fun.
Because everyone at work they're talking about and I'm all confused. Like I only know the FIFA. That's all I know. Right. So I don't know anything about the professionals. I don't know about the Copa America, the Chivas, and all that. I didn't know any of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now it's kind of starting to like make sense. You know what I mean? So when is the FIFA? Next year or 2 years?
No, it's next year. It'll be next summer. Yeah.
You know what's crazy? Me and my nephew. So my nephew, I mean, we were watching that together because I watch it every 4 years, or every 4 years, and he was watching it with me. Like the best thing ever. Like so close.
It's fun.
Neck and neck.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Dude, this is so cool. And I never forgot about that. He never forgot about that. So I'm all like, but like I just never understood how. Like I don't know. To me, there's got to be some kind of build up, but I didn't understand that whole like Canada versus Mexico and all that stuff. So again, it's like the pros, right? And then after the pros, or even though it's a little political, after the pros, it's the no, that's every 2 years. Oh man, I'm already confused.
Yeah, it's a mess to be honest, but it's really cool.
So you didn't try to go to any of them? Huh? You didn't try to compete in that?
No,
it was just not the desire.
It just wasn't. I guess it wasn't in me. I guess anymore because I graduated college in May, and then I didn't get the opportunity till August. But like, I don't know, it just wasn't a dream that I wanted to chase anymore.
Oh, okay. As you got older, or was it just kind of burnt out?
I don't think I got burned down, because if I was burned down, then I wouldn't be playing today.
Okay.
But I don't know. It was just something that just didn't. I don't know. I guess I just felt like I needed to grow up in a way.
Okay.
Like I just needed to move on because it didn't happen. So it didn't happen like I thought it was going to be. Because I know some people that I played with now, they're still trying to chase the dream. And by all that, you go ahead and try it. Like you do it, but like I don't know. I just felt like I had a different type of purpose in life. So I just moved on and started coaching a little bit, and then just moved on. So just trying to play.
That's cool, man.
So I'm trying to play now.
I'm really proud of you, dude, because we have a lot of talent in this family, so we're just like seeing you, continue doing your thing is really interesting. It's really good. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So now, real quick, man. So we're gonna take a break, and then we're gonna take our sponsors. I don't have sponsors yet. I think I'm about to this year. Video. Okay. Anyways, Miguel. So now let's move on to this one. So now we already covered all the soccer, right? We already covered all the the dips and all that stuff, and kicking the ball. So now let's get into So we have here in Amarillo, Texas, we have what's called the Bomb City Bombers. Amarillo Bombers. Bomb City Bombers. Amarillo Bombers. So now explain that one to me. What is that?
So I don't know. So okay, I'll get into what I was about to say here in a minute. But so what we do is we're a professional arena soccer team.
Okay.
So in 2019, we started this up just to see how it was going to turn out in town. Yeah. And arena soccer has been around for a while, but not in this area. So like the famous teams that are around that, I really don't think people will know, but like the Dallas Sidekicks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So what we do is that we play in a hockey arena. Okay. We play in a hockey arena. We put turf down, we put 2 goals, and we play 6v6. So it's a lot different than your typical normal like soccer game. It's not 11v11. It's not slow paced. Okay. It's not 1-0, 2-0 games. It's like this past weekend that we played, it was 22-5.
Whoa.
Both games, almost 20-2 and 22-5, something like that.
How big is the field?
About 50 yards.
And how normal field? How big are normal fields? Like
120, 130.
Okay.
Yeah, around there.
Okay, arena, so it's smaller.
It's a very small. So like, if you ever seen like an arena like the Venom play, or they're the Dusters now or whatever. I can't keep up anymore. Yeah. If you ever see them play, we play on their like what they play on. Okay. And if you ever been to like, what's the hockey team name? Like the Wranglers? I think so.
Yes, I think so. Wranglers.
If you ever go to a Wranglers game, we literally play inside their hockey rink.
Okay. Like
it's literally the exact same. So we started 2019, just trying to get a feel for it. We didn't know what we were doing at all. Mm-hmm. So we got a bunch of local guys, made a team, played in a league that was just created. Lubbock, Odessa, and Wichita Falls. It was just a 4-team league. We went undefeated, won the championship, and then we joined a new league, which is the main league in the country, which is like all over the country, which is the Major Arena Soccer League. Okay. The MASL. Okay. But we played in the second division. We didn't play in the top division. Okay. So it goes back to what I was saying earlier about divisions and stuff like that. Yeah. So we played in the second. So we were still considered like a semi-professional team. Okay. So we played that. We played teams from Wichita, Kansas, New Mexico, Denver. We had teams from like Cleveland and Chicago, Miami, California, even teams from Mexico. Wow. Like we had all sorts of teams. Yep. So we played in that league for 4 years, I believe. We started in 2020, and then we just left it this year. Okay. So now we play in the MLIS, the Major League Indoor Soccer. Okay. I think that's what it is.
I don't know, yeah.
Man, oh my gosh, that didn't sound right. But maybe MLIS is what the acronyms are. So now what we do, now we're considered a true professional team.
Okay, cool.
So now there's, from the first team till now, we only have three players from the original team that are locals, and everywhere else they're all from Sonora or Chihuahua.
Wow.
And we have one from Brazil.
There you go.
So, yeah, it's really cool. It's really fun. It's fast paced. It's not what you really think. It's a really good time. Tickets are cheap. So if you come support, we'll definitely put on the show. So it's really fun.
What every Saturday?
No, so we're already halfway through. Well, I would say we already played half of our home games.
Okay.
So we have one home game on the 22nd, and then we have one at the end of March. I'll have to look at what date that is. But yeah, this year we're going to go to Chicago. We go to Denver. We've been to Nebraska already, so we're hopefully we'll have the playoffs are going to be in Cleveland.
Whoa. Okay.
So hopefully we'll have a good season.
Okay, so it's kind of like it has a bracket similar to like the college, I guess.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah,
that's cool. Man.
pretty much.
Yeah, that's crazy. So what is it called again? The MIS?
The MLIS.
MLIS. And so this is the professional.
Yeah.
This is the top.
We're considered. Yeah, this is the top division. There's no other division, but we're now considered what you want to call it, like a professional arena soccer team.
You play teams like Dallas or no?
No, they're still in the other league. So I mean, we scrimmaged them before, but nothing like league play.
Okay, so you said you're still below the professional.
Not now. When we played in the last league, we were, but now we're considered like the top division in our league. So,
nice. Okay, and there's still more teams. So if you were to make the playoffs, you still got those teams, right? You still got those other teams.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
possibly top one. That's so cool, man.
So so next year Las Vegas is gonna put a team in.
Ooh,
so hopefully,
cool,
we'll be heading to Vegas.
Tickets $150.
Exactly, playing in the Sphere. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Imagine that, playing in the Sphere.
One of our cousins was telling me that they have the Sphere in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
So now here in Dallas they have a half a Sphere, not a Sphere like that big one,
right?
But it's like that dome. It's like a Sphere like that.
Yeah.
And you can sit down and it's as if you're on the 50-yard line watching a football game or a basketball game.
Oh, I have seen that. Yeah.
Like, what?
Well, I haven't seen it, but I've seen like videos of it.
Yeah. So there was one where you're sitting on the 50-yard line, like in the middle section, and you're watching. It's like you're at the dome,
right?
And so if the players over here, you're it's like you're there, you know.
Right.
But it's not. It's the dome. It's just that little screen, that Jumbotron, whatever. But it's curved a certain way like that.
Yeah.
So it's like you're there, and I was like, yeah. So he was telling me, you should check it out. I'm like, it's something bad, like $50 per seat. Right. I mean, I was saying, like, obviously the bottom ones are a little bit more cheaper, but of course you sit in this middle section, it's like you're there. So that's why I was like, shoot, maybe, you know what I mean? I'd be down. But like I mentioned, if they did something like that.
Right.
So instead of going to Vegas, we'll go to Dallas. We'll just watch it. We'll watch it at half Sphere. Like, that's my cousin.
Exactly.
Running on the field. So imagine trying this on the street. Get them bad. You know what I mean?
100%.
So what's y'all's record right now? Do you know?
We're 3-1.
3-1.
And we lost in a shootout.
Really?
So, yeah.
Shootout. Shootout is, okay.
So, in our league, we don't have, like, a typical penalty shootout. Like, when you put it on the dot and you go in on one note, so you do a dribble up.
Just so the fans understand soccer, okay. You play, you're tied, and then you got your overtime, correct? Which is the referee.
And overtime is golden goal. So if you score in overtime, the game's over.
Oh, that's right.
Well, in normal soccer, like 11v11 soccer, if you tie, the game ends. But if you're like in playoffs, if you tie, then you go to the overtime and you play two 10-minute overtime halves.
Okay, that's right.
If you score, you still play. And if you're still tied after overtime, then you go to a penalty shootout. So what you do is, if you ever see, like, on a soccer field, there's a box next to the goal. And then there's a little white dot inside that dot in that box. Yeah. That's a penalty spot. Okay. So what you do is you get 5 players and you do a penalty shootout. So you put the ball on the dot, it's 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper, and you just choose. Yep. If you miss and it comes back to you, it don't matter. It's done. So that's a penalty shootout. So in our league, we have a shootout, but it's different. It's a dribble up. So we have, our field is divided into 3 sections. There's like, and you'll see the lines. So there's there's one line in the defensive end, the midfield line, and then one on the attacking end. Mm-hmm. So what you do on a dribble up shootout is that you put the dot on one of the lines that's close to the goal, rap blows your whistle, you have 5 seconds to score. Mm-hmm. So you go and you dribble, you either take the goalkeeper on and then score, or you shoot it. Mm-hmm. And if you miss, you miss, or whatever. But that's what a shootout looks like in arena soccer.
I want to check that out. I've never seen that.
No, it's really cool.
I've never seen it. It's kind of like, I guess, like hockey, kind of like that.
Yeah, no, it's exactly like that. Like, but like the goalkeeper, like in hockey, the goalkeeper like has this. I mean, he doesn't have to, I guess, but it's just like it's just like hockey where they get it halfway and then they just start. I don't. It's not dribbling, I guess, or maybe is it dribbling? I don't think it's dribbling. Where they just go with the puck, you know. Yeah. So that's exactly what ours is, but we're just a little bit. We don't go from halfway. We go from the line.
Wow.
So it's the exact same.
That's cool, man. That's crazy. I want to see that.
Yeah, it's actually kind of cool.
How many teams y'all play in? Just 4?
No, in our league we have
regular season.
We got a team from Denver, Nebraska, 2 from Chicago, Cleveland, Lansing. We have one from Toronto.
Whoa.
I think we're at like 12. I can't think of the other ones.
Yeah.
Fort Wayne. We may be at 8. Or 10.
Yeah.
I don't know. But we were 8 or 10. We have 8 or 10 in our league. So.
Our league. Okay.
Yeah, in our league. So.
How many games got left? I'm gonna check them out.
Like I said, we have 2 home games left, and then we got. No, do we have 2 home games left? Man, I don't know. No, I think we have 2 home games because we played 4 home. No, because we have 5. We played 5 home, 5 away. So we already played 3 at home. Okay. So we have 2 left.
2 left.
2 left at home.
2 left at home.
Yeah.
And so, guys, make sure you go. And
please.
Just let her know and be like, hey, we were from the Be Right Show. And please and thank you. Hobby.
Discounts. Full price tickets.
How much is the ticket?
Like $10.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah, skip the beer on the weekend and just go watch a game. There's beer at the game. Go get beer at the game. Get a pretzel. Get a hot dog. Get some nachos. Popcorn. I don't know. Whatever you want. We're there. If you want to do the wing eating challenge that we do at halftime, you go right ahead.
What do you do? What is that?
So one of our sponsors is Wingstop.
Okay.
So what they do, I think it's after. What is it? I think after the first quarter or the third quarter.
How many? Wait, hold on. Quarters.
Yeah. So
I know there's one. Okay, regularly.
So like 11v11, like normal soccer, there's 2 halves.
That's right.
2 45-minute halves.
Okay.
So in our league, we have 4 quarters. So it's like basketball.
Okay. Yeah.
So we have 4 15-minute quarters that we play on.
Okay, and then the clock doesn't stop, huh?
The clock stops all the time.
Oh, does it?
So anytime the ball goes out of bounds, there's a foul, anytime there's a goal, the clock stops all the time.
Wow.
Okay. So it's actually kind of cool.
It sounds cool. So in a regular season, it doesn't stop, correct? Regular.
Oh, like regular soccer? No, that always goes.
It's always going. Okay. Okay. Now go back to Wingstop.
So Wingstop. So one of our sponsors is Wingstop, obviously. So I think after the first quarter or at halftime, we have a wing eating challenge. Okay. But it's the atomic flavor. It's the spiciest flavor that they have.
Yeah.
So they say ready, set, go, and the person who eats the most wins like a T-shirt or something.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah.
In your stomach or
just smelling it just hurts. Looking at it hurts.
What's it called again?
The atomic. So the atomic flavor.
The atomic flavor.
It looks like a walking ulcer, dude, in your stomach. That's exactly what it looks like.
Oh man, dude. Hey, what does it come with? Does it come like a big old? Like is it all giant, like full of wings, or is it?
No, dude. Like I think there's like 4 or 5 of them, contestants or whatever, and they just get their own little like Wingstop box, like the little black ones. Yeah, just open it. Dominoes, let's go. You know,
gosh, bro, that sounds so cool.
No water, no nothing.
Oh man. Oh, hey, do y'all now going back to like the soccer part, dude? Y'all guys fight a lot?
No.
Y'all don't fight like Venom used to do?
No, we're not allowed to. Or we'll get thrown out.
Oh really?
Yeah.
You can just swing them.
No, I wish.
I know. I saw a little highlight of your mom on Snapchat. You're over here. And I'm over here like, yeah. I'm over here like, yeah.
Yeah. So it gets physical. especially the way I play.
Yeah.
So like, I'm a little bigger kind of dude, so it's kind of like basketball tactics a little bit. So like, if you really don't think about it, like, I'm like the center. I'm like the 5 of the like on the court. So my back is always toward goal.
Okay.
I'm always seeing everything that's in front, and I always have someone on my back. So I'm always wrestling. I've had people crawling over my top, on my back, pulling me down. Like, I have bruised. I think that's why I'm hurting the next day, because I'm literally like wrestling the whole time I'm on the field, just the way I play. So
I just picturing you like you're over here like. That'd be funny.
But yeah, it's fun. It's very physical. So it's fast paced. So hopefully we do well this game.
Yeah, dude. Continuing with soccer, I had this next question. It just fell out. So it had to do with the arena soccer. Oh gosh, it fell out. Oh well. Dude, so let's say this. Let's say you're a young man and you're listening, or you're just someone that wants to join soccer. What do you got to do? Just join. Just not professional what you're doing, but just play in general.
Just play all the time.
Just play all the time.
Got to play all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You got to make sacrifices.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I missed out on a lot of school dances growing up, events, just because I was just playing soccer.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you really want to take it serious, then you gotta sacrifice the stuff that your friends or your environment's doing and do your own thing.
Yeah.
But if you get consumed into it, and if you can't just be what's the word? Disciplined. If you can't just be disciplined, then it will never work out. It will never work out. You can just make it. It'll just be a hobby for you. But if you really want to make it, and you want to do well, and you want to make a name for yourself, you just gotta play every day. Every opportunity you get, you play it every day. Watch the game. Watch soccer, so you can understand what it takes to be at that level. Because that was me. I started watching, like, religiously watching soccer when I was like, it was the 2006 World Cup. So I was born in 97. I was 9 years old. I was 9 when I started watching legit soccer. And I feel like that's where I took off. Because I started noticing, I started realizing how it's supposed to work a little bit. So that's the main part, is that you got to continue to play hard every day, make sacrifices, and watch the game. And if you don't, you'll just fall short, 100%. I've seen it 100 times. So
they start and they just kind of, or they just,
because there's always those kids that are like athletically dominant than everyone else when we're younger. Like, there's like, if you're like 10 years old or 11 years old and you're the strongest, you're the fastest, that will, I mean, don't get me wrong, like, that's cool and all, but eventually everyone's going to be stronger and faster. Yeah. So you can't just rely on your physical ability. Soccer's not just physical, it's all mental. Well, not all mental, but it's mainly mental. So if you can figure that out and just keep playing and having fun and put yourself in the right environment, you'll succeed. Mm-hmm. You'll definitely succeed.
When do you start getting paid?
If you're lucky enough, hopefully after college, I don't know, maybe. Hopefully.
Oh yeah, dude.
Because if you get paid in high school, you can't play college.
Really? Mm-hmm. Wow.
Because you're considered a professional player.
What? I didn't even know you could get paid.
Well, what's all this new NLI stuff? I don't know now.
Okay.
Or NIL, name, image, and likeness.
I didn't know that at all.
Like all the college football players are making millions of dollars for sponsors now.
Oh, sponsors, that's right.
So it's like a sponsor. Like, they can't be like, here's this money and to play the sport, because you'll be like a professional player. But yeah, like if you get paid, then you probably most likely won't be able to play in college.
That's crazy. I didn't know that. Yeah. Wow. I mean, I remember hearing rumors about that, like, oh, these college players are going to get paid, and then they're kind of like fight it. Yeah. They're like, nah, let me see.
Everyone's
that's kind of wild. I didn't know that. That's cool. That is super cool.
Yeah.
That is cool, man. Anyways, man. So real quick, man. So like, what's next for you, dude? Like, what do you? What's next? Like, what do you see yourself doing in the future? And what's next? You know,
I have no idea.
You have no idea.
Just going with the flow, man. Just going with the flow. I guess playing as long as I can be. Yeah. Planning on going back to school in the fall. Yeah. But other than that, just living life. God's plan, man.
God's plan. No, we can't talk about God's plan. After the whole Super Bowl.
Yeah, you're right. Oh my gosh. Kendrick just destroyed him, man.
He just buried him. He just dug him.
He was already down. He just kicked him and just buried him in the deep end.
Just set him on fire. It was
Like,
over.
fly Eagles fly, baby.
Oh yeah,
Fly Eagles fly.
Whenever I saw, I was like, "Hey, Miguel's he's an Eagles fan."
Go Birds, my man. EAGLE. Or how you see that video where the mayor of Philadelphia was like EALSES Eagles? Have you ever seen that? It was hilarious. She couldn't even spell Eagles, but
Here's my theory on that. What happened was that
Mahomes got his butt kicked.
well, that too, but I think
Kansas City got scared.
I think what happened was
It was
like
belt to the butt. They
did all these. What I think happened was, the script was leaked, and then they're all like, "Hey, Mahomes, you got to throw away the game. The script was leaked. If you win, we're gonna lose money, so you better throw the game away." He's like, "Okay."
I mean, I'm okay with this. I'm glad.
I noticed that though, because like last year, I think Kansas was supposed to lose, and they're like, "Oh, the script was leaked, guys. I let Kansas." I mean, that's what I think.
Right.
And then the year before that, and the year before that, it was always. That's what I believe, but I don't know. I don't care. I just watch it. But I honestly gonna lie, I kind of didn't want to see Kansas and the Eagles. That's the third time you see Kansas. That was the second time.
Well, Chiefs and Eagles, that was the second time.
Yeah,
but this was the third time to see the Kansas.
So that's why I was all like, man, I kind of want to. You want to see something new, So I get it. I just wanted to see something. Every year you want to see who's gonna make it.
Right.
Someone that's I didn't think he was gonna make it. You know what I mean? But I don't know. NFL is just something. I'm just ready for soccer. I'm ready for the FIFA. I'm ready for that World Cup, right?
Me and you both.
Right? I can't wait to see it when
like in the stands.
Yeah. Have you tried going? Have you ever tried going like anywhere like have you tried going to FIFA or any of these cups?
I've been to Gold Cups. I've been I mean that's the only thing I've been.
How much do those tickets cost?
It's not expensive you think. No, because it's not really like it's a major tournament, but it's nothing like a World Cup. So like you get tickets for like $100 if you really wanted to.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Especially at the Cowboy Stadium because that's where they normally play at. I've seen Mexico and US in a final game, and I think I paid like $150.
Okay.
For those tickets, so I mean, it's
wait, $150 for one person? Or?
Yeah, for one person.
Okay,
that's not really. I mean, for the seating I got, it wasn't bad at all. So, but yeah, it's not too bad.
Do you remember that one time that happened in Florida last year? Whatever happened in Florida, and then they let all these people go through and all this stuff. What was that?
Where they were climbing the fences.
Yes,
and stuff?
yes. What was that? What league was that?
What was that?
That's why I didn't understand. People paid thousands of dollars just for them to not go inside.
I think it was because it was Messi. Messi came to the States.
Oh, is that what happened?
I think that's because I think that's what it was.
Okay.
I think it was Messi or what was it?
I thought it was a.
No, it was a final. That's what it was. It was Argentina versus someone else.
Okay.
Colombia. It was Colombia and Argentina. I think that's what happened. I don't think it was a final, but it was, or was it a final?
It sounds like a final. I mean, if it's
I think it was Argentina and Colombia for like the Copa America. Like I told you, they let.
Oh, that's right. You said that they let them.
They let U.S. Mexico play in it.
That's cool.
And some people bought tickets and they weren't allowed to go in, and people were just going through the vents and climbing the fences.
Yeah. How much? How much? Like
that? Those tickets are like minimum 1,000. Minimum for one.
For one.
I just don't understand it.
I don't understand it.
In Europe, those tickets will be like $500. Dude.
Yeah.
$300.
No.
But over here, people want to make money, man.
Yeah.
They're gonna buy tickets and they're just gonna resell them triple the price. So.
Yeah. I mean, I have no comment. I mean, that's cool. That's cool. I was looking into the Super Bowl tickets. It's like what, 1,000 something per person. I mean, like total. If you want to like total like hotel and all that stuff. I forgot.
Yeah, like I looked into.
Or something like that.
I looked into like the games before the Super Bowl. Like the Eagles were playing in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
And they weren't bad. I mean, for that type of game, they were like $500, $600.
Oh, really?
Like before the Super Bowl, like the NFC Championship and the divisional round and stuff like that. I was like, the divisional round was like I could get tickets for like $200. I was like, man, I mean, that's actually not a bad price for the type of game, you know.
Yeah.
Because I've been to Philly 4 times.
Yeah.
4 3 times. 1 and 2. And like, I mean, I've gotten some pretty good tickets for that price. I'm like, but it wasn't a playoff game. It was just a regular season game.
Regular season.
So I was just tinkering a little bit to see, hey, like how much were they? To see how it was. And I was like, $400. That's not bad at all.
Mm.
But honestly, I didn't go.
How much was that? I remember one time just outside of soccer, NFL. I remember you went to an Eagles game. You went all the way to Philadelphia.
Yeah.
How much was that whole experience? How much was that? Do you remember?
Well, it depends because I took a trip and I went to New York first because Ralito lives over there.
Oh, that's right. That's right. He wants me to go. Sorry,
Yeah.
but I'll go.
So, I mean, he saved me a lot of money because I stay at his place.
Okay.
Because he lives in Brooklyn.
Mhm.
So it's easy to travel. I know how to travel around New York now because I've been like a lot of time.
Okay.
So like you just go to Brooklyn, you just catch a train. I think it's the L train. I could be wrong. Sorry, don't get mad. The L train, and then you're just in New York. You can go wherever you want. So I flew into New York, stayed with Rolito for a day just to hang out, and then I caught a bus from New York to Philadelphia, which is a 2-hour drive, and I paid $30 for a ticket, like a one way. I'm like, or no, dude, I paid like 15, I think, 15 or $20 to go to Philadelphia, and then I went to Philly, Airbnb'd it. Tickets. The last time I went, the tickets were pretty expensive because they were actually pretty good. I think I paid maybe like $250 ticket to sit in the top level.
Okay, and that's not. I mean,
like before, I would pay like $250, and I'd be at the very bottom.
Yeah.
And then I mean, it's not. I mean, plane tickets. I don't think I paid it for anything because I just used my point. So you make it expensive as you want it to be. So.
Yeah. So
it's pretty affordable.
So total, do you remember? Like
total
900?
Tickets, yeah. Airbnb, I would say around 700 or 800.
That's not bad at all. Oh my God.
For a weekend, for like 4 or 5 days.
That is not bad at all.
Yeah, not bad.
So now, what about a soccer?
And
we're talking about a professional.
It just depends what type of professional game. You know, I've been to a lot. Let's see here. I mean, the furthest I've been to a professional game was probably in Denver.
Yeah.
Tickets are probably like 150.
150.
Yeah. I mean, I went on like a coaching trip, so like all my hotel was paid for, gas was paid for, food was paid for. So, but typically it's just probably $150, $200.
That is so cool.
Ticket, so it's really cool.
All right, Miguel. Let's wrap things up, man.
Right,
yeah.
man.
So, what do you want to say to the people out there, man?
What I want to say, guys, look, we got 2 games left for the Emerald Bombers. All right, don't miss out. We start in November and we don't end till April. It's a great time. Okay, please come and support your local team. Support local, please. Tickets are cheap. I promise, it's a really good time. You can come to the field afterwards and get autographs from your favorite players. If you don't know any players, well, you know me. You can come get your autograph from me. It may not be super cool. It may not like rise, you know what I mean, in the price. And then honestly, you might just throw it away. But please come out. Last 2 games. Next game is February 22nd. And then one's in March. So it's a great time. Please come out. Support your local teams. Support your local player. Okay, please. And hopefully I'll catch you out February 22nd.
Yeah, February 22nd, ladies and gentlemen. This episode will be posted. No. The day. No, Hey, I'll be back. I forgot. Yeah, I post every Friday. So, yeah, man. Oh, do you want to say anything to anybody?
I don't think so.
Okay. Shout out to that spot that he works. Go see him if you want to.
Come find me if you can.
All right, everybody. Thank you guys so much, man. We'll see you guys next time. Gotta be careful.